Hello guys, this is Flash Hello here doing another episode review of The Flash, episode 3 of season 2. I gotta say, there's a lot of family issues in this episode. So spoilers to anybody who's seen it or hasn't seen it, just putting it out there. First of all, we get the introduction of Captain Cold and Golden Glider's biological father, Leonard Snart. And there's just one word to really describe him. Just a douche. I mean, in the episode, he basically has his son go and try to pull a heist, which is stealing a lot of diamonds in this one vault. And the only reason why he goes, Captain Cold goes and agrees to do this heist is because he puts a bomb in his daughter. I mean, come on, who does that? Your own daughter. Then there's a little bit of backstory that goes with him basically beating on Golden Glider, Len's sister, as a early child, like age 8 and 7. That's just ridiculous. You don't go and beat up kids. I don't care how big and tough you think you are. You don't do that. He got what coming to him in the last part of the episode where the Flash shows up. Cisco saves the day by saving her from the bomb. And then Captain Cold just basically blasts a thing of ice straight through Snart's father and calls done. He had no remorse for him because he was such a jerk. He treated his kids like trash. He got what was coming for him. So I have no remorse for him whatsoever. But the guy who played Leonard's father, he did a nice job. Excellent for being a douchebag. Of course, we all know this is the same person who did the voice of Darkseid in the Justice League cartoons. So that was cool. Um, Speaking of which, Cisco. Best thing about this episode was the ending, in my opinion, where Cisco got to kiss Golden Glider. It was just, I was waiting for this forever to happen. He deserves to go and kiss the girl, especially her. She kept teasing him for so long. It was only a matter of time before it was going to happen. So she kissed him, and he went along with it, and it was so great, and especially to see him smile. It was just great. We get more of a backstory dealing with Joe's wife, who would be Iris's mother. Um, there's definitely some heartbreak there. I mean, Joe, he really had a hard time trying to tell Iris that his mother was not a good person, that she was unfortunately a drug addict. And she had a chance to get clean, but she decided to leave and screw her life up even more. So basically, Joe, his whole life, tried to live up to this lie saying that Iris, Iris's mother was just this perfect woman, but in reality, she wasn't. I mean, that's sad. And he didn't want her to get disappointed in that. I mean, it came to a point where Iris's mother OD'd on pills, and a burner was left on the stove, and you were standing. Iris was standing right next to it. She could have gotten herself killed. So I know why he did it, but I'm glad he was just a stand-up father for trying to raise both her and Barry for how tough he had it, as along with Iris and Barry. Let's see, what else did we touch on? Barry, not Barry, but Jay. Glad at the end of the episode he's deciding to stick around. I mean, he finally perfected this special speed cannon, which would basically help the portal enough that he could travel forward and backward through Earth 2 and Earth 1, which is great. But I didn't want to see Jay leave too soon. I mean, this is Jay Garrick, the first Flash. I want him to stick around, get his speed powers back, and go after Zoom, along with every other speedster that decides to show up during the season. I want to see that happen, because I love Jay. And the guy, the actor playing him, Teddy Sears, he's doing a nice job. He's got Jay Garrick down to a T. and I can't wait for it. Professor Stein, he really is in trouble here because at some point his temperature is way above normal, but that after the end of the episode he says he's feeling fine, but then all of a sudden he starts exhibiting the flame that he would get when he would combine into Firestorm. His hands and his head were all on fire, but then they shifted from the regular color of a flame, from like red, orange, and yellow, to light blue and blue, dark blue, all that. And then he just kind of passed out. So in the next episode, we'll probably touch upon how he'll probably find somebody else to go and merge into a newer version of Firestorm. So anybody who's a comic fan of Firestorm will probably get into that. So that's cool. Um, then the whole ending that we get into, we see a portal, and then all of a sudden we see somebody step out of the portal. And out of that portal is Harrison Wells. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean that maybe he is Zoom? It could be. I don't know. Or maybe he's just traveling through the multiverse to do whatever. Who knows? Well, we don't know, but I'm sure as the series progresses, we'll know. Um, First thing I want to note is Snart's father, he tried to kill Barry. Barry went undercover to go and try to get close to those two so they could have enough time to buy for Cisco and crew to go and take the bomb out of Lisa Snart. And at the end, Barry goes and cracks special combination locks at super speed while the two were looking out. And afterwards, Snart's father goes and congratulates him and tries to shoot him. I mean, come on! What's up with that? I mean, come on! I mean, I know that dividing up the goods between three people is going to be less efficient than dividing it up between two. But come on! That is so mean. This guy, he deserved to get killed. And we see at the end of the episode more of Barry confronting Captain Cold in a prison cell, basically between two-way glass and the phone. And Barry's saying, well, there's some good in you, whether you liked it or not. And Cold's like, yeah, sure, until we meet again. And, you know, there is a Legends of Tomorrow series that's supposed to come out in 2016. So we're going to see more of that dynamic between Barry and Captain Cold. And maybe there is some good in him. But who knows? Captain Cold is Captain Cold. But it was a good episode. I definitely enjoyed it. It has gotten to a point where it seems kind of moody. Last episode was so great because it was upbeat. We had so many different Easter eggs, so many jokes, so many scientific theories that seemed to be impossible to understand even when simplified. But it was a fun episode. This one was really getting into the core of each character and their backstory. So it was very good. It was well scripted. The characters showed a lot of emotion, especially Joe and Iris. Even Leonard Snart. He showed some distinct in-depth character improvements. He wasn't just this guy ready to go and steal for everybody. I mean, he really felt sympathetic after he thought Barry was shot. He said, I'm sorry, Barry. So it was definitely a good episode. Definitely check it out. And can't wait for the next episode. So we'll see more of the progression of a new Firestorm. So that's cool. So keeping it real. See you next time. This is Flash Yellow signing off.